Well, good day, tubes. How's she hanging? So, just showing you this little crack here. I got something to educate you, I guess you would say, a little bit on. It's even cracked through the snow. That is what you call a pressure crack. Oh, or we've been having a lot of these earthquake, what you might call them, frost quakes, I guess they call them. Look at, even across here, all the way across the road, and in through the snow here, and then I guess through there. So, what is a frostquake? There's actually another name for it, I can't remember it, but that's the slangy sort of term. Alright, frost quakes. I'll look up the term if I remember the actual term. I'm looking for any more here. Frost quake are somewhat not too common. Apparently we haven't had the right conditions here in about 40 odd years or so, although I don't know if that's 100% accurate, but it sort of seems kind of right. And basically what it is if you get a big rain, sort of like we've had, a big rain, and it soaks down into the soil, and then you get immediately have a real flash, really cold freeze, like we've got now too. The cold gets down to the ground there and freezes that water up really fast, and you know what happens if it freezes? It expands. And somewhere it's got to relieve that pressure. So everything is expanding. Well, one of these things is going to go boom and break apart, right? That's usually what happens when you freeze stuff. It'll a large enough area, it'll break or create a crack like you've seen in the road there, which is now I got a crack in my road. That's lovely. And it also happens on quite a bit more on lakes. If you're out fishing on the lake or something, you hear a bang! That's a pressure crack, they call that. And we've been having them quite a bit lately here. There's one the other night at about 4:30 in the morning. And honestly, when you're when you're dead asleep, and one of these go off, it feels and sounds like a shotgun going off beside your ear. It's just like, boom! And it's like, what the heck was that? You know, and it's like really loud, really loud. So we had one the other night, and I don't know if it was that one on the road I seen, but apparently there was another one last night too. I didn't hear it, but it could have been that one too, so who knows. But I don't know how far that noise or whatever will travel, but I guess if it's radiating through the ground, it could probably go a long ways. So, but yeah, it's enough to wake you up out of a dead sleep, I'll tell you that one. But I imagine that split in the road is probably what that was. Like I say, I don't know if it was a recent one, or it looks actually quite recent, because I was out plowing the day before yesterday, so it would have been all squished together and mushed together, so it was probably that one last night, likely. And so that'll be another split in my road, so, oh man. But I got lots of little cracks, and that's probably what most of that's from. Is you know, why roads crack and stuff too, because they plow those off and it freezes, and then it's got to split somewhere, so that's how you get some cracks in your roads, I guess, too. So, but anyways, enough of that crap. I will look up the proper term tomorrow. Yesterday I was down here doing a bunch of cleaning, and you guys were complaining to me about cleaning up the shop, so I'm slowly working on cleaning up the shop. I got, you know, pretty much the whole table cleared off again, and good to go there and stuff, and rearranging some crap, and got a bunch of scrap metal in the scrap bin stuff, and that one pretty much got filled up, so I started another one. Yeah, that grinder's junk. The brushes are screwed in it, so we got some more scrap metal there. and pretty much found my bench again, which is good. And we had a little project going on yesterday, which I'm going to finish off today, and I'll tell you about that in a sec. It involves a couple of these things, and I was going to use these ones, but they were kind of a bit small, so these ones are actually from an old one of these things that I had. One of those things, battery testers. That's what this one was, and something happened to it, and I think I figured out what it was. That one looks okay. It quit working though, so I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So then I got my other one here. Then I tore the oh, pardon me. Oh, that scared me too. I tore the wire off the other one. I don't know, I must have threw it out already. Oh, there it is. Tore this wire off, and the black wire here was broke. So I'm like, oh no, sorry, this end. Yeah, see the black wire there? They're all supposed to be crumpled into this one thing here, right? And the black one was broke, so I'm like, that's probably what was wrong with it, but oh well. She's junk now, but anyways, what we're doing is on my fuel, 12-volt fuel pump thing for my diesel out there, it's got a really small alligator clippy thing on it. I think it's actually maybe about one of these sizes, or maybe even a little smaller, and the wire, I noticed that, we'll go out and have a look, but the wire is a little bit thicker than this wire maybe, but it's not enough for the pump, I don't think. So what I'm going to do is switch it. This is going to be actually the negative one, which you don't need a real huge one of, and this is actually still quite a bit bigger than the one that's out there. And positively, I'm going to put on this big green one here, even though I know that the color codes are backwards now, but this great big feller here, we're going to put that on for the positive. And if that's not enough wire, holy crap, I don't know what I'm going to do. But basically, what I wanted to do, but I don't think I'm going to do it today because it's so freaking cold outside. We'll wait till a little warmer day. Get the door open here. I wanted to take the whole pump back off and bring it inside and work on it, but I'm like, holy crap, the thing's buried in snow right now, and it's really freaking cold out here, and I thought maybe there was another crack there, but I think that's just in the snow. I don't think that's, no. Yeah, it's pretty wicked cold out here, and this thing's all buried in snow and crap right now, so I'll have to get her cleaned off and get out here and tear it off and bring it in. Let me throw a glove on here actually. I should have done this the other day and took it off because it was a lot nicer, but geez, oh well, you know what? Oh yeah, it's pretty buried, I guess. So you got to get right down in here and unscrew it out of the dewey here. And it's got to be able to turn. I guess if I went at it with some tools. So there's the wire anyways that I wanted to replace. See, this one's pretty darn small here, and it's getting a pile of resistance, I think, out of the where it's connected on here. So it's melting the actual sleeve of the thingy there too. So we're going to replace this whole entire wire right into the pump dewey, but I gotta find the pump dewey, and I kind of don't think it's gonna come off too easily either. So I mean, I can put my big pipe wrench on there and it might peel off, but we'll see what we can do. But oh, and then we got to get inside of the thing to rewire it. So but yeah, I'll see if I can get that off maybe and bring her in, maybe get it thawed out overnight or something, and then we'll work on it maybe tomorrow. But for right now, today, we'll work on this lead here, I guess. Man, it's freaking cold out here. So I've been having some more rethinking about the other day from when we were thinking of building another bucket for that thing, and you guys were mostly 98% of you were suggesting doing a pushing snow blade, but I'm like, really, I don't need that, you know. So I think we're gonna maybe think about just making a bigger loader bucket for just dirt use kind of thing. It's got to be fairly heavy, beefy duty and stuff, but anyways, that's a wee bit down the road yet. Probably won't be till spring, I don't know. It's hard to say. Who knows? I might start it tomorrow, you never know, right? Who knows? Probably not, but you never know. But anyways, let's grab the tripod here. My third hand. And we'll get you set up somewhere over here. And we'll get making a lead here for our Dewey. Now, I'm hoping that's going to be long enough. It should be. I usually can park myself fairly close. Let's just get this one out of the way. So what I did with this actually was, let's pull this back off. Maybe not. I did it together with actually a 1/4-inch bolt. Oh, there we go. 1/4-inch bolt, and then just kind of mushed her down in there like that. That's pretty much how the welding clamps and stuff are done too. So that should be good. It's good enough for a negative anyways. Now, make sure you guys can see what we're doing here. Okay, so we'll pull this Dewey off here first. Okay, gotta make sure we put that back on first too. Now we got, basically that's that's how they did these ones here with the little bolt and stuff. So let's try to get this one off of here. And I had to drill, of course, a wee little bit bigger for the 1/4-inch. But the smallest nut and bolts stuff I've got, so. So, get this off of here. That pulled out of there. That one's pretty much junk now. I'm not going to use that for anything, so we'll just scrap all of that. Now, this is a pretty beefy, thick wire. Hopefully it's got enough that I can get in there and turn and come back, and that'll give it lots of whatchamacallit. So this is actually wire for a submersible well pump. Really beefy, huge, thick stuff. Actually, just before I go ahead, I just want to have a look for something here. I thought I maybe had a little bit more of this stuff. I got some more outside, but it's buried under, you can guess what. Yeah, Noe. So this has even got some wicked thick hide on it too. Holy jumping. Score it off without cutting into the wire too much here. Yeah. 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 Look how thick that stuff is, eh? Get the right Dewey for you. It must be quite a process when they're making stuff like this, coating it with this stuff. It's got like a 1/8-inch thick skin on it. It's a lot of plastic. There we go. Okay, so this is actually probably a fairly long piece. Let me just give her a quick measure. I'm just over 6. So yeah, we got 6. Oh, there's probably 10 or so feet there. So anyways, okay, that's probably more than we're gonna need, but that's okay. Whew, that's gonna be one thick mother. Really like to wrap it around and then tie it back onto itself. Now, before I go any further, I should put that on first. I always forget that kind of stuff. I don't know about you guys, but man, I have a one of them things on. I know what else I gotta do too. Before I even do that, we got to drill. Oops! Sorry for dropping you. Okay, we just gotta hog this thing open a little bit here. Fit the 1/4" bolt. Okay, we gotta also get a 1/4" bolt. Okay, I think we're good enough there. I'll be able to kind of thread it in and then put the nut on. Oh yeah, that should be pretty good. Okay, I like to leave her, you know, not super loose, so it gets lots of connection and, you know, stuff and stuff. Alright, so now we got to get this feller inside of here. Oh, free man! And try to get on just outside, or I can work on it here. It's really hard to bend this stuff. Okay, I'm gonna need, if I had a pair of nice needle nose here. I guess maybe that would work. Okay, so what we're gonna try to attempt here is not to let it fall apart. And give her a bandage. Didn't exactly work the way I wanted it to, but it's actually a bit too long there now too, so I'm going to chop some of that off. It's like 25 cents of copper I'm going to cut off here. Holy shnikes. Okay. Well, it doesn't give you much room, but I think, oh crap, we're going to have to use this bigger nut and bolt, or this bigger bolt here, but we'll try the smaller one. Might be enough. Ooh, I don't know. Okay, that's in as far as that's gonna go. Now, let's try to get this squashed in a little better. I think that's what I'm gonna get. Put that on. Oh, it's so close, but I think once we get her squashed in there, it might work. Oh, it's so close, but yet so far. Oh, that's not gonna work. Need to squish it some more somehow. That might get it. Okay, got just a little bit of rubber there I'd like to get off. Bring that end down a little more. So we're going to pull this apart again. Hopefully. Shave a little more of this off here, because the more of this wire you get touching, the better your connection will be to to it, right? So. And try to do this without cutting your fingers off. So close. Ah, man, holy. Okay, pulling her back down through. She's a good fit anyways. I could open up that thing a bit there, but oh man, good fit. Okay, got her kind of kiboshed here, but I think once we squash her in, she'll be all right. Come on, baby, you're winning by fur. What's the matter with you now? It's like fighting a snake the whole time here, I'll tell you. Okay. Now we get everything lined back up. This nut back on here. Not quite. Not quite. Okay, I think that should go better now. Hands must be cold. I can't do nothing today. So that was my little loader bucket there, if you're never seen that before when we built it or whatever, but it's even got a nice little cutting edge, removable, replaceable cutting edge on it. Pretty sweet, eh? That was my little miniature loader bucket project from a while back there. Okay, I think we can try to tighten this up a bit here now. Man, I am all thumbs today. All thumbs. Now, another idea wouldn't be bad for this is, if you're really wanting to seal her up good, is get her a little warm there and put some solder down in there and solder all this to the connector, but I'm not going to go that far with it, I don't think. This will be pretty good enough, I think. Let's crimp those down a bit on there. Good. Alright, now we'll run this feller up here and seal him up. Everything looks pretty good there. I think we should have a good enough connection. It's not going to melt itself now. Ugh. That's the trick part, is getting these things back on though. Seems to have widened itself out. We can make short work of that too. There. That's better. There we go. We got one dewy. Alright, I actually got the old feller in, and it wasn't actually too bad. The first little off was not nice, but it wasn't actually too bad at all. It's just holding up everything and twisting it all instead of having to take all the everything off, right? So we'll let her sit in here maybe over lunch, and I'm not 100% too sure where I gotta do what, but I know this is where the wire's obviously going in here. So if we, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to take this bottom or this top cover off here, which hopefully doesn't make it all fall apart on me. And little Torx bits, but I think I got tools for that somewhere. So disconnect circuit before opening cover. Well, yeah, I guess they'd say we're pretty much disconnected there. So I guess maybe I'll start by taking this holder dewey off for the nozzle first. Alright, I think we're good to bust this thing apart. Probably should let it warm up a bit more, but I guess we'll see. It's not even really that tight. We'll see how far we can get here. So I probably could put a little bit of a tool on these, but I guess I can actually just break them free here first. And then I can put a, I was thinking an air power tool, but I better not with these little fellers. Ooh, that one was cold. I'll just get these loose here, and then I got a screwdriver reattachment here for this this nice little kit I got here. And I think all these screws should be the same size. Probably gonna have to take this off too, I would think. Yeah, they're all the same size so far. This actually might expose the end of the motor too. I kind of hope it doesn't. Sort of makes sense, but hopefully I can get her back together. Sometimes you'll pull something like that off and the little brushes in there go ping! It's like, oh great! That's just lovely. Now, this is probably ½ inch. Those little jam locking nut, it looks like. Jammy lock nuts. Ooh, maybe I didn't have to take that cover off. Or this thing off. I think I maybe will anyways, just because I'm almost there anyways. Okay. Alright, let's see what happens here. Well, there is the switch attached to that thing, so that's actually not too bad. Oh, that's good. It's all exposed, or not exposed. Down in there is those little brushes I was telling you about. So actually it's interesting. It looks like it's been leaking a bit of something somewhere, probably through the, yeah, through there, no doubt. Okay. Now, oh, let me get her by hand. See if we can get this cord thing off of here. I don't think I'll get that one by hand though. Now interesting, it's all silicone and crap down there it looks like too, so that's not so good. Let me grab a little wrench here. And see if I can get this other nut thing off of here. Stupid plastic crap. Oh, so stupid having plastic stuff, but I guess then it's not going to rust in, but then you end up whipping the thing apart here trying to get it turned out. So I don't know what I'm going to do for kind of like putting these two together, the two new wires. Kind of needs something, but okay. What do you see down there, boys? I'm not seeing a whole lot of what I want to see yet. We actually might have to take this cover off here too, maybe. Maybe actually we didn't need to take this top one off, so maybe I'll throw a bolt back in there just to hold her closed. I'm guessing it's all on this side now. I didn't even really see that panel. I just kind of seen, you know, oh, it must be going there. And I think what I'm going to do before I fully lock that down again is I'm going to put a bit of grease around the inside of that seal there too. Okay. Melt out the bolt holes again here. Oh good, I can get it with that one. And these ones are shorter, so I'll put these over here. Interesting, there's actually supposed to be some kind of ground wire there, but that's actually probably supposed to ground into, geez, actually. I'm not 100% sure on where it's, looks like it's supposed to go into the negative of the tractor. It's not so good. Probably frozen shut. Here we go. Ooh, that's corroded looking. I'm not liking that too much. Jeez, eh? Okay, how the heck am I gonna get this out of here now? There we go. Okay, so red is positive, no doubt, and black is negative by usual these. Holy snakies, those are on there good. Holy snakies. Really? How did they get that in there so good? I can't even hold it tight enough. Huh. There we go. Wow, that one was in there really good. Lots of extra corrosion, that's why. Isn't that awful? That seal's not doing nothing there. Stupid thing. Okay, so that one's off. That one's off. Technically, we should be able to yank this cord out. We did, and whoa, we did. All right. I'm gonna see if I can use this grommetry thingy again, if it'll all fit back through there. The new one, that's a pretty fat, thick cable, so it's deceiving the way you'd think, oh yeah, that should be lots of thick, but then you actually get into the wires and it's like, yeah, really? Holy, not very thick at all, but that'd be a good cord for maybe for an extension cord or something, I don't know. Probably not just gonna toss it in the garbage. Okay. So, yeah, that's going through the other side there, so that's good. It should probably re-bear off these wires because they've got a bit of crap on them. Kind of corrode-ish because this doesn't look like it's doing anything. It's just let all that stuff in there. Wow, that's not good. So too much more longer, it probably would have quit working. I'd be like, why did it stop? What's it doing? So, I don't know what to say, but that should almost have like a better kind of gasket maybe or something, or maybe I'll, actually I know what I'll use, I'll get this stuff out here once I clean it up, and I will use this stuff on it, and that stuff's amazing. So, but she's pretty much got to be fairly clean, so we'll have to do a bit of cleaning. I'm going to let her warm up maybe a bit more after, work on it some more after lunch. And I'll do the same with this seals area too after we get it all back to sort of together. These wires aren't super too bad. Don't really want to shorten them much more, but I think we'll be able to make that work. So I guess I'll even maybe pop this stupid O-ring gasket out of here that's not doing nothing. It's just not doing nothing. Stupid thing. Okay, let's get some stuff and we'll clean up these surfaces a wee little bit. Well, I guess we got the surfaces fairly clean there. Bad news is I don't think I'm going to get both wires through that dewey. One pretty much takes up all of it. Yeah. I don't think that is going to work. Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe. That one's through anyways. This one, oh, maybe. Sweet if it would. Actually, that might still work. Sweet. Okay. Just thread that down the line a bunch. Guess we've got to flip her back up. Get these fellers fed through. And managed to get that started. Well, it's definitely not going to fall out. Ooh. Ah. Okay. I know you can't really see what I'm doing here, but I think that actually might work. I got lots out here. I think I should be able to thread a bit more through if I need it though. Nice to have this in some other kind of loomy thing, but I don't know, I might just put lots of zippy ties or something to tie them somewhat together, because you don't want them flopping all around like an old flounder all over the place, right? I guess that's about all I'm going to get there. Okay, I have to pinch those off now. So that's going to be our red, and this will be our black. I would feel better if these things were soldered together, but I don't know if that's going to work too well. I think I'm just going to try to join them like the way they were, sort of there, and we'll drive on with that. Now, soldering is the better way to go for sure. Which with this big mother, I might have to do that. Okay. Now, how are these things looking? Not too good. Not too good. I'm gonna need probably a bigger one for that. Well, this little feller should be able to get him together. I'm not even sure if I got bigger ones. I might have some in my one little box out there. Okay, so black for him. Just needs a little more taken off. So yeah, this wire I guess is so thick because it's meant to be under water, under the well, right? In the well water, so I guess that's why they make them wicked super duty thick. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find some better ones of these because these are looking pretty cruddy in there. I know I got some out there. I got a couple of new ones. They look a little nicer, but still don't think it's gonna be big enough to fit this big feller. So we'll have to figure that out later. Might have to run to the store to grab one, but yeah, these aren't the best idea, although they do make a pretty good connection. But I don't think that's going to be big enough. Probably won't even just fit this one, maybe. Just barely, yeah. Oh, it's on though, but I better see if I can track down a little better one. Oh, well, I might actually have her there. Guess there's only one way to tell. Alright, so we're just going to give her a quick little hookup here. Ooh. Guess that was on. Seems to work. I'm happy. Alright, well, I guess we can try to stuff these back in here. Oh man, I'm not going to like this. I actually got too much green sticking out of here. I can maybe try to wrestle some back through here. Oh, now we're dripping lots of diesel. Best as I'm gonna make her, but still got to get it a bit more yet. Hey, I think that'll work. All right, I am actually gonna let this thing warm up a little bit in here over lunch. While we're at lunch, it'll warm up and stuff, and then it'll be able to be better for putting this gasket goo on here. I'm just going to pull this one off again. Just being so cold and stuff, I like to let it kind of get climatized up, and then I'll let her sit in overnight after we seal it too, so it's been in good and warm all night. And we should be looking pretty good. This gasket seal here isn't super great, but it's better than that other one was. Let's get this up here, and we'll maybe clean this one up a bit too. Doing here. It's so cold, it's like condensating on itself now, right? So it's going to take a bit. Hopefully after lunch it's a little warmed up, more warmed up, and it's good to go. So that one day it was really super cold outside here, this thing wouldn't run. And I'm not too sure why, but maybe something we've done here now has solved that. It's actually like a layer of icy crap in the bottom there. It's funny. So that surface there isn't too bad actually. For a little rub in here maybe. This is what I think I'm going to leave that gasket, O-ring gasket in, because it's actually, I can still feel it in there. So it's feels kind of raised, so it's probably still working, but we'll let her sit, let her warm up, and then hopefully when we get back, she's good to go. Alright, well, we're back from lunch. I think everything's pretty good here now. It seems pretty decent. So just looking more at the switch thing, it's kind of sort of cheesy the way they've done it. It's just a regular toggle switch in there that's hooked to this Dewey here, and the little teeth thingy you just rock back and forth and turn it on and off. So I guess, you know, I guess it works, but it's kind of sort of cheesy-ish, but hey, it's alright. Okay, so we got our stuff here, and this is an anaerobic stuff. So what that means is it only hardens and dries as a gasket stuff when it's in the absence of air. So basically when you close this and squish this together, it'll start to skin itself up, and works really good. It's kind of expensive stuff, but this is a good stuff because you can, if you're using it for mushing together some transmission parts, or you know, like bearing hub seal thingies, you can use this stuff and then use your whatever right away. You don't have to let it skin up and actually make a skin Dewey. So we'll just double on some of this here and there and mush it around a little bit here. And the good thing about this too is it is removable. So if you ever had to get in here again, which hopefully we don't, you can. So yeah, this stuff doesn't seal until you until it's in the absence of no air, which is kind of neat because it put that on the right way, I guess too. It can stay out, like on your counter or whatever. You leave a blob there and it'll never harden up until it has no air. And I've used this stuff on quite a bit of things. Transmission housing, tan gasket stuff. It works good. Alright, let's get that one started. We'll get these rest of these fellers kind of where they should be. But I think I'm going to leave this in overnight. I'll let her stand where it's a little bit warmer overnight, maybe. Before we put her back out. And you want to kind of tighten down in a offset kind of a pattern, so it gives the stuff a bit of time to squish out and stuff and makes its final seal. And then we can go ahead and snug. Whoops. Last one. And that'll do that. Alright, now we gotta do this one here. Should be alright. I think it's all good to go. So same deal again, except I'm going to squirt some in this extra little channel here where the sealer was. Should have done this right from when this thing was new, but we never did, so. Okay, that hole isn't big enough in here. There, now we should be good. Oh yeah. Okay, that's probably lots. Probably, holy. Enough there for 10 gasket dewies. But she's not gonna leak. That's for corn flaking, sure. Alright, my other little bolts are right here. One, two, three, four. I need my screwdriver dewey, should be enough to hold these on. That should work good. My little plate, it's nice and clean. Put the letters up the right way. I think once we start her in, we'll be good to go. So yeah, actually when I come down tomorrow, this stuff that's squished out here a bit actually won't be dry, it'll be all gooey still. But if you tear her apart, the stuff that's on the inside will be kind of like silicone-y sort of stuff. I guess that's working. Maybe one more little test and I guess we'll be good to go. Alright, that should be off when the thing's inside, and then you got, oh yeah. Whew. Sounds about right. Alright, I don't want to run it too long without stuff in it, so should be good. Now the only other thing we got to put back on is our dewey that holds this thing. It should go like that and like that. Amazing, there's still some fuel in that pump. Still dribbling out, holy. Should be good. Alright, so that is the little dewey that holds your pump handle thing. Let's show you how that works. So when you're done filling, you it's the right way here. When you're done filling, you take your dewey and it clunks in kind of like that. This has actually been bent a bit. That's better. Yeah, so when you want to use her, you take her out, burn, fill her up, and away you go. And when you're done, she locks in and stays off. That's pretty good. That should work good. Made a lot of big difference there from going from what I had before, the old pump handle one, you know, to fill the big tractor. Oh, that really sucked. But yeah, this should be good now. I think we should be good. Man, oh man, finally that furnace turned off for a couple of minutes, but I'll tell you, it's Sure not taking long to cool off again. Should be throwing more insulation in this building here, but oh well. So we'll let that sit, I guess, till tomorrow sometime, and probably should be changing this filter here too, but I haven't got another one of those. I think that's a sort of a special one too, but probably wouldn't be a bad idea to see if I could locate one. I'm pretty sure TSC sells them, but probably this one out here wouldn't have it. So, but there was quite a bit of crap coming through this thing, and at one time there they were filling it for me. It was filling my tractors full of the junk too, and in no time my filters on the tractor, luckily I had filters on it, were getting bunged up and shutting the tractor down. So it's like, really? So I got them to put that on, but it hasn't really been changed since, so I imagine it's pretty darn full of crap too, but I don't even see a number or anything on it. Maybe I'll see if I can get it off even. Well, not having too good a luck. I'm actually just bending the crap out of my Dewey here. I'll show you, see what I can do here. Nope. I don't think I'm going to get that off without wrecking it. Look at that. That's supposed to be straight. Oh man, I got my other thing that would probably take it off. My like vice grippy kind of thing that's sort of meant for that, but it's going to end up wrecking it. Or piercing a hole in it at least. I don't really want to do anything with it until I can have a new one in my hand, so I guess for right now I'll just leave her. Oh, I got a little bit of a number there, but I'll have to see if TSC would have one. I know they do have stuff like the fuel lines, and I got that nozzle thing there, and actually the pump from there too. This comes from the people that I get my fuel from though. So 40510P, maximum pressure 50 psi. So other than that I don't really know, but probably wasn't lubed either when it was thrown on, or it's been thrown on there so long. But anyways, maybe I'll see if I can get a quick measurement too and go from that. Alright, I figured I got nothing else really happening today. It's minus really cold, so barely turned over, poor thing. Figured I'd run out to TSC maybe and see if I can get a filter for that thing. Isn't that thing funny, eh? Give one little fart there and then kind of gurgled itself back up again. She's running at just under the 1,000. That's, I think, about right. Still sounds like a bag of crap though. Oh, I spoke too soon. I sure did. Ooh, minus 14 out. Oh well. We'll let her warm up. Head her out TSC, and they probably won't have one, but I feel like doing something, I guess. So anyways, I'll let you know what we find. Alright, screwed in another light. What's new? But anyways, we're just getting her back from TSC there, and oh, we got a filter. I think it's twice the filter I'm gonna need, but holy. But let's get in the garage again here, and maybe we'll see if we can rip this one off of here. And I wouldn't mind kind of trying to not hurt it too bad, because I want to kind of maybe buzz it open and see if we can see how dirty and grimy it might be inside. So, but anyways, the filter we got here is, I don't know what the heck, but it should fit. Anyways, it'll sort of look the same, except one kind of obvious thingy you'll see in a minute or two here. But we may have to reconfigure that filter where she sat before. She may have to be on a little bit of an angle or something. I don't know if you're supposed to do that or not, but you'll see in a sec here. Alright, so there's the old feller, if you remember, the old feller. And here's the new feller. Holy crap! She's a little longer than the other one. A little skinnier, but I think everything inside hopefully is the same. But yeah, quite a bit longer. It's supposed to have some kind of water filter thing and crap and stuff in here, so I don't know, but we'll see if we can get this old one off of here. Sounds like it's got some fuel, of course, still in it, but it was just barely moving when I was cranking on her there, so. But let's grab our other pair of plier Dewey things here and see if we can get any more movement. Okay, so those are the jaws of life, and the trouble with these things are it will kind of crush your thing here a little kind of wee bit. Oh, man! Okay, so just want to make sure I'm going to do this right. Ah! Holy shnikes! Ah! Whew, now I need some more leverage. I don't have enough. Oh, I can see it moving too, but I think it's just the gasket flexing there, you know. What else can I do there, boys? What else can I do? Leverage. Well, I got this bar thing here to try. Ah! Holy cow, I think we might have maybe moved it. I'm going to put the bucket over here. Get our nice new lines up out of the way. Oh, I gotta screw that back on too, forgot. Almost forget. And that'll lock those fellers in there real good. I'll tighten that up after, but I think we might have got a little bit of movement in this. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah. Piddly piddly. So I'll let this thing drain out overnight. Whoa. I really wouldn't mind seeing. Oh, there's some junk there already. I really wouldn't mind seeing what's inside of this old filter. I'm just going to put this pipe in the bucket here and then rest the filter on that, and then it'll drain out overnight. Alright, everything's looking good in there. I don't know if you guys can sort of see that, I guess. I got a new little towel here. And kind of thinking that this is going to be really close because the top of the tank is right there. So we've got, let me think, tank going this way. So this big feller, oh boy, actually it might be alright. Just. Now hopefully this is going to fit on here. And just going to do a comparison here. That looks pretty good. The hole looks the same. Well, I guess all we can do is try. So I'm going to lubricate this oh, for corn snakes, eh? Okay, let's get that up out of the way there. Sorry, I was going to lubricate this thing here. Just want to make sure it is going to fit. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Lubricate this with actually some grease. Some anti-seize stuff here maybe, instead of just sort of oily stuff. And it might be a little more forgivings next time we go to take it off. So going to gob some of this around in the gasket area here. get any on the inside dewy, but that should be lots. Alright. Oh yeah, the mating surface looks good. It's nice and smooth still, so that's good. It definitely had a good seal there. Okay, I think that should probably do it. Okay, I'm going to put the bucket maybe back by the drainer pipe here, or the filling suction pipe. And tomorrow, we'll pull that filter apart, zipper apart there, and see what we can see inside. Alright, so I think the only thing that this is going to sort of interfere with, the tank should be good, it should clear that. But putting my wrench, I put my wrench on this thing here to tighten that or unloosen it, so that might be a little more interesting, but I think it should work. And I guess worst comes to worst, if I have to, I can probably just uncrank that, tighten her down, and then put the filter back on. I think that might work alright. This feller's tight. Should be good. Now, what am I going to do with all these hoses? Well, or not hoses, the dewies here. Maybe I'll just zip tie them together. Alright, so 22 zippy ties. A little extravagant, I know, but I think she should be good. Check this out. They're even pretty much darn near the exact same length. That's perfect. So I left her a little bit there from running one from a positive and the other one to a negative or something, you know. You never know where you're going to have to hook onto what, so I figured I better leave a little room. So I think we'll be good. And I'll leave this in until tomorrow to kind of harden up and stuff, and we'll throw her back on, and hopefully she still works. Well, I guess just for the end of today, I'm just wanting to have a look at this thing to see where I can see, if I can see where that whatchamacallit heater's got to go. Now, I'm gonna have to a look at that heater because, whoops, sorry, again. I'm not, oh, I think I found it. There's something. There's a couple of plugs apparently that have to get popped out. Now, could be this one in here too. And behind all the hoses, of course, it wouldn't be something easy. Where it goes in. There's another one there too. Can't really quite see in there too very well, but oh no, that's the one right there. Because it's got a dewey there. See the square dewey? So you got to unscrew that, I think, and then screw the dewey in there. Oh, that's lovely. Let's go grab that. Have a lucky see here, because that's going to be a little fun. That's it there. See, I didn't lose it. It's right there. It's right there, boys. And I guess that screws into the engine, and then there's like an element. The element. There's the plug. Don't lose that. There's a. Looks about right. That feller plugs in. Let's see here again. Man, they don't make that one too easy. I'm gonna have to probably pull these wires off to get them up out of the way so I can work on the thing. Now, I should be able to get a square, looks like a 1/2 inch freaking extension dewey through there to unscrew it, and then screw that in. I guess it's going to need some kind of sealer on it, probably just Teflon or something. And there's your engine block heater right there. Of course, it's not going to like focusing in on there. There you go. That looks about right. So probably going to lose a bit of fluid too, no doubt. But that's okay, I do have some. And I don't know when I'm going to get to that part. This part. But kind of looks like this is gonna have to come up out of the way or something. There's a couple of wires there. There's for cornflakes. There's a wire that's going down to the starter here. So I'll have to get that fingered out. And there looks like another drain plug or something there. Yeah, once I get, oh, there's a vent or something there too. What's that? What's that for? What's that for? Where's that going? Oh, it goes up to the fan clutch. So that can probably get repositioned somewhere else. Like that. I don't think that's supposed to be hooked to anything, is it? I don't think so. I don't know. Lots of fun. And looks like it'd be fairly easy job. I'm just gonna have to figure out. Oh, that wire just goes right there. Okay, that's good. That'll just unplug then, and we'll be able to pop that feller out and make a big mess and fill her back up. And fill this thing up is kind of dumb. You got to do it through that dewey there, I think it was. Yeah, it's got a filler hose here that goes down and refills her back up. So that'll work. That'll work good. And then we'll be able to try her out. Pardon my French. See if we can get her outside when it's really cold and stuff, and plug her in and let her heat. Let her heat. So I guess for now we'll just leave her like that. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow after we get the pump back together outside, and go from there. Well, I'm gonna call her a day. It's already like 4:30. Holy man, that's what they say. The older you get, the faster the days went by. I'll tell you, I feel like I just got out of bed. Now it's time to have dinner and go back to bed again. But anyways, tonight is half price customer appreciation night at Dairy Queen. So that's a good thing because we like going there. We usually make Wednesday nights homework night for the kids, right? They get homework once a week kind of thing, and then we do it all up there and then have a treat and stuff. And tonight we'll probably have dinner there because, you know, half price food, oh boy. And not good for your food, but oh boy. So anyways, while I was waiting for that pump to warm up, lunchtime and stuff there, I did up Farm Sim Saturday, got the whole thing done, finished her up, got her processing now, rendering now. So Farm Sim Saturday for this Saturday coming already, so that's kind of early, but I guess that's not too bad. Wednesday, so yeah, that's about right, I guess. Seems kind of early, but anyhow, just gonna take a quick little ride around here. When we were gone at Monster Jam there, oh, I forgot to talk about Monster Jam too. When we were gone at Monster Jam there, I got a few minutes left on my Dewey here. We got a bit of a windy, blizzardy, kind of snowy thing up here, I guess, and all the roads were plugged right full of snow again, so I had to go out, and that day I blew the Dewey there, I had to go out, fix her then, and then we had to go clean all the roads out, and so far today they seem good. So I don't know, it's weird. It must have been a good windy night that night. But yeah, Monster Jam was pretty good. I don't know, last year it wasn't sort of super awesome, and this year it was pretty good, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go next year kind of thing. So Gravedigger of course won the racing part of it, and son of a digger, Gravedigger's son, Ryan Anderson, his name was. I know there's Adam Anderson and Ryan. This is Ryan Anderson. He won freestyle. I'll tell you, he actually did a really good job. Now, after racing, Maximum Destruction, if you follow Monster Trucks, Maximum Destruction is one of the big guys too. Usually puts on a really good show. He actually said, oh, can't compete in freestyle. The thingy, whatever it was you were saying, is broken up on the front there, and we're just gonna fall apart. So it's like, really? Normally there's nothing left of your truck when you're done anyways, and you're gonna bail on us just because the one little thing's broken? Freaking give her, bud. It's not your machine. Well, I guess it sort of is, but you're not paying for it. Someone else always pays for those things. So, and no, so you know, it might have been a little bit more competition for Son of a Digger if Maximum was running at the end, because they're usually good enough if there ain't some kind of tires blown off, that either the body's ripped to shreds or something. So something's broken somewhere. But oh man, I was a little disappointed in that. It's just like, nope, it's not gonna go. We're not gonna bother. It's like, oh wow, really? Give me the freaking key. I'll go. Let me at her. That'd be awesome. So I'd just be full bore right down over that, jump up the stands around it and grabbing some freaking smoothies and going back to the track. And yeah, so, but anyways, smoothies and french fries and a monster truck. But anyways, I don't know where that came from. This came from. So, but oh yeah, it was good. But then they had these things called mud trucks or some crap like that, and basically it was like a Ford Ranger-y kind of size of a truck, all two-wheel drives, rear wheel, one wheel spin. Basically they did like an oval around the outside, and whoever got the fastest time won. But it wasn't like a race of like 10 of them all together. It was like, well, this guy's coming out, does his stupid little thing, he goes away, and the next guy comes out, does his stupid little thing. Well, this guy got 0.2 of a second faster, so he won. It's like, really? That was freaking stupid. No demolition derby this year. They did have the ATV races, and usually it's Canadians versus Americans. And Saturday the Americans won the feature, and Sunday the Canadians won the feature. So that worked out, you know, pretty good. So, and yeah, it was good. But I don't know. The whole weekend was kind of like a tick you off kind of a thing. Let me think now. We were good. There's a lot of things that screwed up, like not just Monster Jam, but like everything. It's like, let me think now. We get to, I'm trying to remember now. We get to the hotel, and the kids are really looking forward to swimming, and they got a fairly nice spirally thing, even slide thing, even goes outside and comes back in. Oh, that whole thing's closed down for renovations, but you can go up to like the 26th floor and use the tiny little adult-only pool temporarily until like the 28th of January or something. It's like, really? Holy crap, that ticked me off right there. You know, we should have had more discount off on our room, but we didn't. But what else was there? There was something else. Oh yeah, now I remember another thing now. We went to the CN Tower too on the Saturday just before we checked in to the hotel. Was it? Yeah, because we were down a little bit early. We went to the CN Tower. The CN Tower has like the regular, you know, viewing dome thingy you can look at, and then up another like 200 million stories, there's like a sky poddy little thingy, a little wee ball looking thing that you can look like sort of straight down. Well, that was closed. So I wanted to get us all tickets and go up to the high spot, because I've never been up to that one myself. I've been to the normal one lots, but yeah, the Sky Pod they call it. It was closed. So I'm like, really? It's only like 12 bucks more a person. You could go to the stupid Sky Pod thing. And it was closed. So that ticks me off. Oh yeah, another thing about the CN Tower thing too, they've really gotten a lot tighter on security stuff. So what they make you do is if you're carrying like a bag or something, or something with a zipper on it, they want you to open it, just hold it open, and you step in this little phone boothy kind of thing, and it goes and it fires these jets of some kind of poison on you. And I guess if it beeps or something, it's sniffed out something, and then they, you know, shoot you on sight kind of thing, or take you up and throw you off the tower. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that was kind of weird. Yeah, that was really weird. Oh, I remember the last thing too. When we got into the hotel room, this should have been another discount too for us. I think we should have darn near had this freaking hotel room for free. We get up there, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's so hot in here. They must have just had the heat cranked in this hotel room. It was wicked hot. So I'm like, holy crap, let's open the door a little bit. So I went and looked and read the sign. I'm like, oh, due to balcony reconstruction, please do not open the door, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what? What? So yeah, they had the freaking cement floor thing for the balcony was still out from the building, but like where the railing would start and go up, they had that like sliced off right at ground, like cement floor level, and no sides or nothing. I'm like, oh, you freaking gotta be kidding me! So that whole entire night, we like cooked in this room because you can't leave your hall door open because someone would come in and steal all your crap, especially down in the city, and. Yeah, it was like, really? I should have probably really said something, but I'm like, I just want to go home by that time. You know, I was freaking beat. So, yeah, but one good thing we did Saturday night is we went to a place called the Old Spaghetti Factory down on the Esplanade Road there, way down the bowels of nowhere. And that was actually all under construction too, so you had to like dodge a bunch of freaking dead bodies and big holes in the ground, but that's all right. But anyways, yeah, we got in there. We had to wait a bit because, you know, we didn't really have reservations. Oh, I got renovations construction in the brain now. But anyways, yeah, we didn't have any renovations, so we had to wait about half an hour, but that wasn't bad really, you know. That night apparently they served over 600 people just that night. And it is a fairly big restaurant, but it's not really super wide, but it kind of keeps going back and back and back and back and back and back, and we were way whacking the bowels there. But I'll tell you, they look after you good. And for 6 of us, our family and then our 2 friends that we went to Monster Gym with, we bought them dinner, and it was $91. It was decent, you know, for all of us, and we all had drinks too. Usually it's the drinks that kill you, not like drinks, just, you know, like pop or water or pop or juice or something. But you know, we all had good portions and lots of spaghetti stuff, and if you like spaghetti, it's a good place. But I'll tell you, it's down in the bowels, and it's actually not too far if you jump out of the Union Station there and just kind of walk and then zip over to the Esplanade Road there, and it's a pretty good restaurant. It's been there forever though, like forever. So like, I think the people that served us, it's probably their great-grandparents that, you know, served me way back, you know, when I was there when I was a kid. And yeah, so, but anyways, that's enough rambling for me today. And I just texted the wife quickly to ask her what else was ticking us off, and I guess it was no demolition derby on the weekend too. So they kiboshed that and put these stupid one-lap truck things in, and like, that was dumb, but I don't know. I don't think we're gonna do her next year. We'll let her lapse a few more years and then maybe try her again, but I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, that's it for today. I guess tomorrow we'll get that pump back in the Dewey there and make sure she still works. And pardon me pardon me. That was gross. But anyways, yeah, I know I'm a sick freak, but hey, it happens. Winter's here. So anyways, yeah, tomorrow and then we'll try to get that block heater Dewey in. Probably gonna lose some fluid, and oh, I know we'll lose some fluid, and it'll actually drain down to probably there, and then that'll be it. But if I can do her fast enough, I can in and out, you know, maybe it won't be that bad. But it's a pretty tight little spot in there to fast. So, but yeah, that's probably what we're gonna get into tomorrow. And I guess I probably should, just before I do put that thing in, I should plug it in quick and make sure it does warm up a little bit, you know, make sure it's working. That would suck getting her all in there and it doesn't work. So start the tractor. So anyways, yeah, maybe we'll try that. And then it's supposed to be cold again. What are they saying here? What are they saying here? Tomorrow, temperature-wise, not tomorrow, that'll be the next day, I guess. Friday. Oh, -14, that's it. It's freaking colder today. Well, anyway, it'll still be a good test for it, because it would definitely be quite a bit until it finally went. But yeah, so we'll leave her out maybe that night then, and tomorrow night, and let her really chill out good, and then we'll try her. We'll plug her in, and or leave her plugged in, I guess, and then see how she'll start. And yeah, but anyways, that's it for today. I am gonna head her home, or head her out, I guess, to DQ night, or whatever they call it. And we shall talk to you later. So, fire truck. Anyways, it looks like my Dewey's running out of Dewey here, so better go. You guys have a good night. Thanks again for watching, and we will catch you tomorrow.